You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king, I told you, hop in.
Now on an absolutely perfect night in the Lone Star State, the roof's been opened, and we're ready for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Shorty got that body out of no time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
Dak going to start out going to the air. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing. Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you didn't have
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Yeah, here we go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, 50 yards. And the Cowboys march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34.
Ready? Ready?
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got him in. Complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost, and number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
13.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. On the option right is Jackson. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey. UAX.
Now Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown the last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
13.
Now it's Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
DC, ready? Ready, shot! To what? Running! Ready, shot! Ready, shot!
Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Donovan Ezeraku. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Jackson now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Donovan Ezeraku able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
Report! Yo. Ready, shot! Ready, shot! Hey, middle! Shot!
From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. To throw is Jackson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Yeah!
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before any miss it.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because the defenders are trying to punch it through. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big loss sets up 2nd and 19. To throw is Prescott. That is caught by Lamb.
It's a gain of 19 and brings up 3rd down.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Here's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a 4-point game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Turpin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Throwing is Jackson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting his the 25. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
You change it. Hey, hey. Hey, shot. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
14, Ravens 11.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Prescott now. It's caught. Tolbert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
That's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get through and protect the ball. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now Prescott. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. A gutsy decision there going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. Here in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.